This is, of course, it's the 4 day a week training method. When I was a personal trainer, the corporate structure would always be pushing the half-hour block, and they always did. Even now, I watch other trainers. They just do a hodgepodge. It's not really that effective. Do a little bit of cardio, a little bit of lifting, a little bit of this, and a lot of times they make people knee walk across the floor before they're ready for it or anything. This is much more effective. It's where you alternate 2 aerobic days, meaning, cardio, sweat, where you get your heart rate up. And it's so good to get soaked in sweat. Twice a week, you want to do this. I have a chart behind me. I'll show you. You can screenshot it later, the formula of it. But you alternate the 2 aerobic days with 2 anaerobic days or lifting days, strength training days, strength building days, whether it be lifting weights or a chin up push up routine. You can go to my course in this website. Talks about the different methods of chin up push up with the bird flaps and the arm twirls and things. Really a great strength builder. But long ago when they discovered electricity, they found the alternating current was better than direct current. It has a more balance to it. It regenerates itself, and that is applied to this training. You alternate aerobic days with anaerobic days. And you also, when you're doing your lifting, you alternate body parts, whether anterior, posterior. We'll do some video demonstrations of that. So before you do anything though, on all 4 days, you want to have some sort of, stretching, rolling, some sort of, build up, warm up to it. I see a lot of people just come in the gym with no plan. They just grab a bar and start letting it plop at a bench or something or other. At my age, especially at our age, especially, some days I'll go to the gym. I just won't be feeling it. I won't be into it. But once I start rolling and once I start stretching all that, the endorphins all come back, and it gets my mind and body right. Your body has like muscle memory. And, if you apply this consistently before your routine, it gets you really set mentally and physically for the routines, whether it be aerobic or anaerobic.
And they're able to calm. I mean, you still have to take the weighting thing off of the phone, and then you can send pictures and text, so you still have to. That is cool. This is what I call the treadmill drape. You line yourself up with the treadmill and go drape yourself over. Oh, this feels good and soothing. And then you can stretch, touch your toes. I first got onto this. I shoveled the snow off my roof one time and had such a backache that I had to soothe it somehow. When I went to the gym, I found if I draped myself over a treadmill like so, my goodness, does that make my back feel better. But it's a great way to warm up as well. On Tuesdays and Fridays, that's your your aerobic cardio sweat days. And, whether you're a runner or whether you can row or bike,
At this point in my life, what I do, I hoodie up and I get on a stationary bike. I get a good lather going, and then I do some deep knee bends and some cardio work. Sometimes I hit a heavy bag and so forth. But you want to do something where you get soaked in sweat. You want to have that cardio. You want to do it for about 20 to 30 minutes, so you're soaking in sweat. It is so good to purge a lot of ills when you soak your body in sweat. And whatever routine you do with that, ideally, what would be nice, once you get done with your routine of sweating and getting soaked, to go sit in a sauna. Not before you train, but after you train. Once you got a good lather going, then you can go sit in a sauna. And really, if you could find a gym that does this, have the sauna and then have a pool. What I like to do, and there are gyms around the country, Gold's has, all that, weightlifting, bikes, everything, treadmills and all that, along with the sauna and the pool. Be Fit over there in the Midwest, they do. LA Fitness does. YMCA's do. Some of the private, but ideally you want to find a place where you can get soaked in sweat, go in a sauna, and then shower, and then get in a pool, and then maybe even in a jacuzzi or something or other. Do a little lap swim, just to let your body soak in, especially if it's a saltwater pool. That kind of replenishes the bad salt that you pushed out, and you replenish it with a good one. The great heavyweight champion Jack Dempsey always talked about soaking in a brine pool, a salt pool after training. And that would be ideal if you could do that. But here's some demonstrations of that.
Another way to get some deep knee bends in, some squats in, you're not quite ready for the bar. And on the bar like this, a good way to get a good squat. Keeps the sweat moving. One thing I advocate doing on my cardio sweat aerobic days, after I get done on a stationary bike, legs getting up from a low stance, unassisted. Do this 35 times. Good way to sweat, get the toxins out, get all the poison out, then you get the good things in.
On Sundays and Wednesdays, that's your anaerobic day, the days you want to build muscle. You want to lift weights or do chin-ups or, work with machines, Nautilus machines, any kind of weight building. You don't have to worry about sweating or, cardio. You're hoodieing up and getting all soaked in sweat. It's a nice alternative. Like I say, when I'm rolling and today's a sweat day, or today's a lifting day, it's not always the same thing. And it's not a hodgepodge either. You alternate the days, and your body kind of craves this after a while. It is a really effective method. But anyway, we'll show you some demonstrations of this. But also, the lifting you do, alternate, your curls with your triceps, your biceps, triceps, your bench, and your back pulley and things. And we'll show you some demonstrations of that as well. here's a board. You can screenshot this if you want. But as you see, there's 4 days on and 3 days off. And there's a lot of talk about the 4-day work week nowadays being more effective than the 5 or 6 day work week. And I believe the 4-day a week training is more effective with the alternating anaerobic with aerobic training. As I said long ago, they figured that alternating current is better than direct current. And I believe alternating training is better than a hodgepodge or some sort of direct training.